you hear a lot of horror stories, and I think you're right, Horatio. A lot of in our community and being Mexican, things that would happen are very personal. And I will tell a story that a lot of folks don't know. My mom was a victim of a gypsy scheme, where if you are familiar with those, a person had a lottery ticket, kept saying, I can't cash this. If you give me the money, there's $30,000. And they bounced my mom from bank to bank to bank. She lost in that time frame $45,000. And I couldn't believe it because I was like, no, that's not possible. This is my mother. My mother's very smart. She's very savvy. She doesn't understand those things. And I can say this story now because she's long passed, but she was ashamed, embarrassed, didn't want to talk about it. And the process of prosecuting that was very difficult because they were a gypsy, and that's what they pry on. They do those things, and my mom could have been hurt. Like when you see the videos and from the banking institution, watching her walk in with a woman that she doesn't even know, going bank to bank, and the banks had the video, and there was someone always following them. My mom was lucky; they dropped her off literally a block away from her house, and they walked away. But they did take about $40,000. They did take all that money. So it became a point where her children, including especially myself, had to take control of her bank accounts to make sure that wouldn't happen again, meaning adding myself as a co-person on it, as well as putting safety guards. So if she withdrew more than $5,000, I'd get a text. That was a lesson. But to your point, it's a very difficult thing to face and understand. You're ashamed, you don't want to talk about it. And so these conversations, these town halls are very important. While they may not come here and speak, opening up the door for some of the folks who are here, who are part of organizations, to say, if you're not comfortable talking in a public setting, we have folks who are willing to talk to learn about what happened, because we want to help you and want to prevent. The other thing in regards to predatory stuff, I'm actually also very proud because I was the Senate sponsor of the Bank On Initiative. As you can see, as all of you walked into this fabulous library, there is a partnership with a credit union who is very involved in our community, believes in the community, and that's KCT Credit Union. We were trying to come up with a way to help the unbanked or underbanked have access to banking tools. And as you know, a credit union, and this one is very prides itself, is a nonprofit. They're not built on profit. And I remember Mike Lee, who is the CEO of KCT, had come to me and asked, what do you think about this thought? This is what we're thinking about. And I said, the library is actually a perfect spot because you see the amount of people, especially on a weekend, that come through here. And Sergio could tell you this is the #1 branch. And you get all kinds of folks who come here and are very appreciative that the bank's here. Mike is actually, because of all his work in helping people get access to tools, but also understanding what's out there and the pitfalls, very involved at Elgin Community College that I know Sergio is now a trustee at, where we make sure students understand what we call the circle of life, understanding when they pull money out and they get loans and things like that, how does that impact your life, and how to be smart about that. And that was a project when I worked at the college that I helped with the financial aid department. And the school has won many awards for that program. And so I have prided myself a lot in how we help the people of our community understand the tools that are out there, but also to understand pitfalls. And not to be ashamed if you fall into one, but also to learn from it, to talk to Woodstock Institute, some of the organizations, I know like Centro de Información and others who are here, and we'll connect you with the right tools to get you help. Sometimes we'll be able to get your money back, sometimes we won't. But at least we understand and learn from those pitfalls to either strengthen laws, to address some of those issues. And so I appreciate this town hall to kind of talk a little bit about what is going on, some of the stuff that has happened since the bill has passed, but also to give you all information to help others. My office is obviously here. Horatio and Brent are here. Amber will be doing a presentation as well. where you can reach out after this presentation, get their contact information, and we can continue that circle of providing folks with relevant information in regards to all these issues.